Are you ready for your next comedian of the evening? Big round of applause for Joe. Come on down, Joe.
How's everyone doing tonight? I'm not a cook. I'm an engineer. When I try to cook, it turns into a research project in high-energy physics. Did you know that if you take a frozen Pyrex casserole dish and put it on a glowing electric stove, it explodes? And if you try to modify a microwave, it can burst into flames? I didn't know that. I know that now. There's some fast ways to light charcoal. My recommendation, don't use liquid oxygen. I did. Then I tried to publish the results in a peer-reviewed research journal, but they'd already been published in a local newspaper by the police. The good thing was that after the police saw me try to cook, they dropped the arson charges. Clap if you remember Scotty, the engineer from Star Trek. Scotty would operate the transporter, sending guys in red shirts to explore the nearest planet. And halfway through the episode, the red shirts always died. They'd be all gung-ho on the transporter pad. See you later, sir. But Scotty's thinking, I don't think so. I'm like Scotty in real life. I manage a bunch of engineers who design nuclear power plants. And when we hire an engineer from the University of Georgia, on their first day, I always send them into the plant wearing a red shirt. It's almost as bad as their football team last week. Anyway, they say, see you later, sir. I don't think so. When Scotty knew he was in big trouble, he'd say, aye, the haggis is in the fire for sure. Now, haggis is this Scottish food that they make from all the parts of a sheep you'd normally throw away. And they cook it in a sheep's stomach, which is also something you'd normally throw away. I'm pretty sure the first guy that ate a haggis had just lost a bet. And Scottish people, they'll invent stuff just to mess with you, like telling you to wear a kilt when it's really cold outside, or giving you a tree and telling you to toss it, trying to get you to eat haggis. Or if they really want to mess with you, they make you play golf. And Scots don't let the government tell them what to do. In fact, you can pretty much count on them to break some laws just because they're told not to. The English told them that it was against the law to wear a tartan. So they made a ceremony to have their tartans blessed in church. The U.S. government told them they had to pay taxes when they made whiskey. So they made moonshine and gave us NASCAR to get away from the revenue agents. And let's see. I'm up on my line here. Oh, yeah, they banned haggis in 1971. So, as a result of that, every year the Scots serve haggis at a supper that they served to honor a famous Scottish poet named Robert Burns. He's the guy that wrote Auld Lang Syne. You know that song written in Scots Gaelic so that on New Year's Eve you can't remember the words, but nobody else can either. My name is Joe Bell, and there's a phrase in Scotland when there's so much of something that you just can't walk around without running into it. The phrase is, as numerous as the bells of Middlesbrough. Basically, my Bell ancestors did more than their fair share to overpopulate the Scottish borders. And, you know, Robert Burns also lived near the Scottish border with England. And they say that he was a terrible womanizer because he had 12 children with 4 different women. So I think that makes him a pretty good womanizer, don't you? So, anyway, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Joseph Bell, let's hear it for one more time.